Hi, I'm Oliver Doeden, and I'm going to be showing you how to play Texas Hold'em poker. Texas Hold'em is a very simple game once you get the hang of it. To play Texas Hold'em, you'll need to know the three basics. These three basics are knowing how much your hand is worth, knowing how to bet your hand, and knowing how to deal. To start off, I'm going to be explaining how much some of the hands are worth. And I'm going to be demonstrating this with a little chart. Down here you can see that the worst hand that you could have would be a one pair. A one pair is just where you have one of the two cards in your hand is matching one of the five cards out on the table. The best possible hand you could have would be a royal flush. This means that in your hand you have the ace, king, queen, jack, and 10 all in the same suit. Now to the next one, knowing how to bet your hand. It kind of ties into knowing how much your hand is worth, because if you know that your hand is not worth much, you're not going to be betting a lot. So say you're playing against your buddy and he has a decent hand and he decides to raise one chip. He raises one chip and you have four options. You can either fold your hand and give up and basically wait until the next hand, or you can call his bet or raise his bet. A call would be to stay in the hand, choose to stay in the hand and put one chip down to stay in, and a raise would be to call his one chip and raise him another chip. So now the bet would be two chips instead of just one. The fourth option you have when betting is to check. This is when it gets to be your turn and no one has raised yet, and you can check and pass it on to the next guy if you do not want to raise. The third and final part to knowing how to play Texas Hold'em would be dealing. Now, if you go to a casino, they're more than likely going to have dealers for you. So knowing how to deal only takes, or you only need to know how to deal if you're playing in a home game with your friends. Dealing is pretty simple. Start off by shuffling the cards, and then once you're finished shuffling the cards, you deal them. Let's say you're playing with four people. That includes you. You deal two cards to each person, and then once that is done, there's a round of betting, and after that round of betting, you lay down a burn card, and then show the flop. The flop, it consists of three cards. After the flop, there is another round of betting, and after that round of betting is over, you burn one more card and put one more down. That is called the turn. After the turn, there is one more round of betting. After this betting, you burn one more card and lay the river card. The river card is the fifth card and the final card to be out on the table. After you lay the river, your job is done. There is one more round of betting, and then the hand is over. So that is how you play Texas Hold'em. It's a pretty simple game. The three parts again are knowing how much your hand is worth, knowing how to bet your hand, and knowing how to deal. Thank you.